say yeah. We go hard, all day, all night. On my brow, son of people who be ready to fight. Say yeah, 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 yeah. We ain't ashamed that we came from the park. And if you're looking for trouble, our bite is worse than a bark. Cause we done proud Southern boys till the day we dead. We got fists made of fire and a neck all red. We keep it dirty, dirty, keep it gritty, gritty. Don't need your sick, don't need your city. Keep it dirty, dirty, keep it gritty, gritty. On my brow, so the people let them know that you're with me. We go hard, all day, all night. On my brow, so the people who be ready to fight. Say yeah, 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 yeah. We go hard, all day, all night. On my brow, so the people who be ready to fight. Say yeah, 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 yeah. We ain't ashamed that we came from the park. And if
Latino Hit. Chica, ¿tú quieres probar a un latino más? Ven conmigo. Latino Hit. Come on. Latino Hit. Mami, ¿tú quieres probar a un latino más?
Más criado aquí con Latino Heat, hitting up the honeys that look so sweet. I slam them on the mat, then salte de mi lado, cause I'm bringing the heat.
Cuando todo se termine, si tú quieres yo regreso.
I'm not scared of you, my brother, cause I'm Latin.
Ven conmigo.
साडी शान देखो मान सम्मान देखो पंजाबी मुंडे जिवे खड़ी है चट्टान देखो साडी पहचान देखो चंगा मैदान देखो वो पैसा में बैरी किन्ने ने हैरान देखो ये मजाल बैरी मूरे आके खंगे केड़ा जिथे तू रहना अपा देश यंदा है गडेरा दिला चो वहम कटो झूठे दिला से छड्डो शाने पंजाब ताडी नगरी दा लांदा गेड़ा मोती अखां च अख पाके वेखावे खो
Usos. Let's welcome these fools to the Uso Penitentiary. Bam! Okay, all right. Hey, let's get it, Usos. It's not paranoia, it's the Usos. Let's go, Usos. Down 6. Day 1-ish, yeah, down 6. Day 1-ish, we been down 6. Day 1-ish, yeah, line them all up, knock them down like this. You already know, as soon as you feel that creep, you about to get put to sleep. Okay, all right. It's not paranoia, it's the Usos. Yeah. Let's go, Usos.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Like Mussolini and Kennedy. I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. The cult of personality. Neon lights, Nobel Prize. When a mirror speaks, the reflection lies. You won't have to follow me. Only you can set me free. I said all the things you need to be. I'm the smiling face on your TV. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. I exploit you, still you love me. I tell you 1 and 1 makes 3. Oh, I'm the cult of personality.
No, I
a sudden this dude sitting on my neck. Where's the ref? Straight from the WWE. Know how much trouble you see when you face the man of mystery. Flipping and spinning and doing the dash. You can't remove the mask, cause he's kicking your ass. Who's that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y, Mysterio. Here we go. Run the mask out. The girls, they pass out. The boys just black out. Better tap. Yeah.
understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear a voice.
Southern boys with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And you could be next, you better give respect, cause ain't nobody breaking this redneck. No, they don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none.
They call it the biggest party of the summer. It's one of the biggest events of the year. It is Summerslam. It is a night where dreams come true. It is a night that will make you or break you. Tonight, SummerSlam will feature the 6 best on Raw, locked inside the demonic Hell in a Cell structure. Only one will survive and be the Universal Champion. Months of frustration has led to AJ Styles finally earning his rematch against Finn Balor. Will this be the night where we see AJ Styles win his first World Championship? It is the biggest event of the summer. Let the party begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SummerSlam. My name is BrendenPlayz. This is the biggest event of the summer, and it's all going down right now tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch a specific match on tonight's show, check out the description down below. You can go ahead and click on the timestamp and watch whatever match you want to see. But for now, we are kicking off SummerSlam with the United States Championship match. It is Austin Aries against this man, Shinsuke Nakamura, a former US champion, one of the longest reigning champions in Universe Mode history. And tonight, he is looking to reclaim the championship that he lost in a shock upset many months ago now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight SummerSlam has got plenty of big matches for you. And this is the first of our many championship matches that we have in store for tonight's show. Let's go ahead and take a quick look back at what exactly transpired between Nakamura and Aries over the last few months. Well, we go back to Money in the Bank when Nakamura was setting up Austin Aries. It looked as though he may be about to win the US title. But the Big Show, he came out and he did this. He came out to Nakamura and boom! The KO punch knocked out Nakamura, costing him an opportunity. And ever since, it's been the Big Show and Aries forming a bit of an alliance as they've tried to keep that championship around Austin Aries' waist as long as possible. Nakamura has had his chance at revenge against the Big Show, being very successful, but his chances at Austin Aries have been few and far between. Tonight, he finally gets one more opportunity at the champion. Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. A double Austin Aries, the greatest man ever live, as he says, but tonight, he has perhaps his toughest challenge. He doesn't have the backup of the Big Show tonight. The Big Show has been banned from ringside. He is not to be allowed to interfere at all. Otherwise, Aries will automatically lose the championship. So Aries, unless he's got another plan up his sleeve, he's just going to have to go at it alone tonight. So he's going to have to try and beat Nakamura fair and square. He has done it before. He won the US Championship a few months ago. Because of that, he did beat Nakamura in a big upset. But Nakamura, many believe, when these two meet one-on-one, face-to-face, fair and square, that Shinsuke is the better man. Tonight, Aries has a chance to prove that that is not the case. Will he be able to hang on to that prize that's on your screen right now, the United States Championship? A prestigious championship being used many times in Universe Mode to elevate a superstar's career to the main event. Many believe Nakamura is a future world champion. I have to agree. Came close to perhaps being involved in that 6-man Hell in a Cell matchup, but decided to pursue Austin Aries instead. And Aries, well, he's still a little bit unknown, a little undecided of his future. He's obviously got a few plans up his sleeve. He's obviously a bit of a mastermind and has all the tricks of the trade and finding a way to get a win. But when it comes to a fair one-on-one match, we're still a little bit unknown, undecided if Austin Aries is as good as he thinks he is. Well, tonight he will have to prove it. Nakamura would love to become a 2-time United States champion here in Universe Mode. Can he do it? We are about to find out. Your opening contest on one of the biggest events of the year, SummerSlam. It gets underway now as Aries, strong start here with a neck breaker. Excellent way to open this one up for Austin Aries. You want to come out and prove a point straight away. That's how you go about it. Hitting it with a neck breaker straight away, and now a bit of a wrestle back and forth here, trying to gain the upper hand to start this match off, which is so crucial, especially for Austin Aries right now, who still has a bit of a point to prove. Nakamura, a proven performer, has beaten some of the best here on Raw over the last year. But this has been his toughest rival to date. The one man he's been struggled to beat, but not in terms of his own performance, but just in terms of getting a fair and square match. He finally gets it tonight. No Big Show, who was promised by Austin Aries that his career would be turned around. The Big Show would no longer be treated as an afterthought. The Big Show would no longer be a joke. Would no longer need to hear the retirement chants. Many people would love to see the Big Show hang on. That's what Austin Aries was promising. Promising a rejuvenation of his career. And for Nakamura, nice connection there. Well, so far the Big Show obviously has improved himself, but he has got a little bit more work to do, I think, before he gets back to maybe becoming a world champion again like he was 4 years ago, all the way back in Season 1 of Universe Mode. It's been 4 years since the Big Show's held the title, held the main goal, but Austin Aries is kind of promising the Big Show will get there again. But right now, Aries has to focus on his own championship. Nakamura right now has him up with the shoulders, fireman's carry, but Aries with a counter, reverse DDT. Nice execution there by Aries. Into the cover here. Feels as though he could maybe get it early on, but the pressure still applied to Nakamura nonetheless with the kick out. Well, Austin Aries obviously doesn't have the size factor in comparison to many of the superstars on the roster, but there's no doubt about it. He has the brains to beat many superstars, and that's the real driving factor. He's wanting Nakamura to get to his feet right here. Nakamura slowly getting up, and Aries, well, he'll have to go against it. He was just practicing his shots there. He was misfiring as Nakamura was scouting him out, ready to go. As now Nakamura from behind. Oh, German suplex. Aries needs this win. He needs this legitimization. And Aries is the type of guy that if he doesn't get what he wants, he feels as though he's going to have a bit of a tantrum. He just could take his ball and go home. You never know. Aries is a very egomaniac. You know, he always about him. He's very egocentral. Everything has to go his way. Everything has to be what he wants. And if he is not the US champion here, and he hasn't got the Big Show to help him out, maybe Aries, the frustration will begin to come, and maybe he won't be able to keep a clear head. As now he's got to the top of the rope here. Nakamura's in some trouble. Aries, Hurricane Rana, launching Shinsuke to the other side of the ring. Here's the cover now inside the middle of the ring, and oh, a kick out, a late fall there. It nearly got him there as a near fall and a late count for Nakamura, using all the time he possibly can to stay in this one. Here's another cover, this time it's Shinsuke, reversing things back on Aries, but obviously not going to get the job done. But Nakamura has also formed a bit of an alliance of his own in recent times. Dolph Ziggler has become a bit of an ally for Nakamura. Oh, wow. What a shot there by Austin Aries. Into that cutter, he just drove Nakamura's head right into the mat. Now looking for that clothesline and gets it. Lines up Nakamura, connects with the clothesline, and oh, doesn't quite get the win. Aries can't quite believe it, but he's going to have to. Shinsuke, so difficult to beat. And Aries just having a bit of a recovery there. But obviously, yeah, Nakamura has formed a bit of an alliance with Dolph Ziggler. He's called upon Ziggler to help him out with this Big Show situation. And obviously, Austin Aries got beat by Dolph Ziggler recently on Raw, as Aries thought about the discus 5-arm and sent Nakamura with a counter. And oh, shot there by Nakamura, takes Aries into the corner. Great connection with a kick, now follows up with a knee. So Aries not coming into SummerSlam with momentum after losing to Ziggler pretty convincingly. He'll be feeling the pressure here. Nakamura connects the shin right on the jaw. Here we go. This could be it here for Aries. Oh, gets the shoulder up. Shinsuke thought for a moment that that connection may have been it. Aries countering and going to slam Nakamura's head into the back. Another cover here by Aries, trying to get the pressure on Nakamura. So Aries, not a lot of momentum heading in, but he seems as though he's shaking that off here. A bit of a slowish start at times. Nakamura looked good, but Aries has got himself into this matchup, and it's a competitive battle between the two right now. You have to wonder, Dolph Ziggler beating Austin Aries. If Ziggler does not walk out WWE Champion here tonight, the Universal Champion, as, Nakamura, near fall. If he does not walk out the Universal Champion later on tonight in our 6-man Hell in a Cell match, which of course he will be a part of, well, you have to wonder, is he going to maybe be in line for a United States Championship opportunity? A title, of course, that he, well, I suppose, really made famous here in Universe Mode as the longest reigning champion. Aries, he's up to the top rope now. Look out, Aries! Going for the elbow drop and connected right on the chest. And Aries is just starting to fire up here. Things are starting to swing into his favor. And if he can keep this going, well, he might keep that championship. And maybe Ziggler could be the man in the future to take on Aries, rather than Nakamura. Here is the cover. Kick out of 2 by Austin Aries. It's now Shinsuke with a shot to the back. Nakamura will get Aries up. And, a shoulder lock takedown. And Austin Aries still in this competition, still in this contest. Can he keep this going? Nakamura countering, suplex of his own. It is a tough battle between the two, and that's exactly what we expected. But Aries, thump to the eye. Austin Aries, rake of the eye, and the referee, well, you'd have to think he would have seen it, but maybe he didn't. Who knows? You can never really, you can never really believe anything the referee does. But Aries with a rolling senton now, trying to continue this momentum he's starting to build after the thump to the eye. Stepman takedown. Trying to kick him in the back. Nakamura to his feet. And has a chance to capitalize here. But he's missed out. He tried to grab a hold of Aries. And Nakamura just couldn't quite get a grip. Nakamura now to the top. This is not where you want to be, Shinsuke. He's up top. Aries looking to put him away here. This is not going to be good. Looking to avalanche him off here. Going for a suplex. Back suplex off the top. Aries is feeling the effects, but Nakamura feeling it more. Rolls him over. This very well could be it here. Aries to retain the US title. A kick out by Nakamura. Huge kick out there by the #1 contender. And now Aries thought about launching himself over the top again. Thought about doing his, he's practicing his punches again, but decided against it. This time he wants to kind of gloat in the corner that this is a bit too easy for him. Something that I don't advise on him doing. Taken off his feet now by Shinsuke. Under the second now. Nakamura lining up Aries. And this is not where he wants to be. There it is. Right to the jaw. The knee strike right to the jaw. And this could be it here for Aries. The cover. And wow. That was so close. You couldn't get any closer than that. Aries is just hanging on. We've seen the knee strikes. Now Nakamura wants to make it official. Here it comes. Kinshasa! Right to the jaw. Aries knocked out cold. Nakamura wins the title back. Shinsuke Nakamura is now a 2-time United States champion, winning the championship here at SummerSlam from Austin Aries with the Kinshasa strike right on the jaw. And Aries looking up at the lights, not knowing what went wrong, but what we do know is Nakamura finally gets his fair chance, finally gets his shot that he's deserved for months now. And when he does, he makes the most of it. Boom! Kinshasa right to the jaw. Aries is out. Nakamura wins the championship. What a victory for Shinsuke here. He can celebrate all night tonight. That is huge. And, well, wait a second. Well, hang on. That's Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's here, and, well, it looks like Ziggler's here to take out the trash. Ziggler throws Aries through the ropes. And Ziggler's been dealing with Aries and Big Show himself. And now Nakamura and Ziggler celebrate together. Well, what a way to kick off tonight's SummerSlam, but the action continues now as we have the Tag Team Championships of SmackDown on the line. This will be good. This will be a tough contest for the Hype Bros as they're looking to prove themselves. Recently coming over from Raw to SmackDown via a trade. The Dudley Boys heading over to Raw in exchange of the Hype Bros. And immediately the Hype Bros have made a solid impact. They've come here and they become the #1 contenders after beating Enzo and Kaz. Now a real opportunity for the Hype Bros to prove themselves to be championship worthy. This is a huge chance. Randy Orton and RhyKO have started to really get together and the chemistry is coming. The performances are there. But the Hype Bros full of energy, full of life, and tonight this could be their chance. Their time, their moment. SummerSlam could be the night where they legitimize themselves as one of the best tag teams here on SmackDown. But to do it, they have to beat a former WWE champion and now current tag team champion. One half of RhyKO, one half of the tag team champions. It's Randy Orton. Well, you can list all the accolades of Randy Orton and you'd be going for a while. But I'll just say this. He's one of the best we've ever seen here on Universe Mode. He's been a world champion, but in recent times, Randy has decided to take a step away from the world title picture, and he's found himself an ally in RhyKO. It all started because Randy Orton lost a number of matches in a row to RhyKO. RhyKO surprised everyone by beating Orton, and because of that, well, Randy decided if he can't beat him, I'll join him. RhyKO earned the respect of Randy Orton, and to become friends and allies ever since. We didn't think the tag team would really work, but two great individuals have come together and have formed a very dominant tag team here on SmackDown. Well, here is his tag team partner, the man-beast himself. It is RhyKO. RhyKO, one half of the tag team champions, and has been quite impressive since he made his return to the WWE a fair while ago now, but ever since he's performed quite well as a singles, and now brilliantly as a tag team with Randy Orton. No surprise, you get Randy Orton as your tag team partner. It is a recipe for success. That's the prize on the line. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships. RhyKO and Randy Orton, RhyKO versus the Hype Bros. We saw an excellent start to the show with Nakamura and Aries. Now, our first of two Tag Team Championship matches here tonight. The emerging talent of the Hype Bros and the two veterans of RhyKO and Randy Orton. This will be interesting, and that is the prize on the line. RhyKO has found his championship. He's got it on his shoulder. He didn't come to the ring with it, but he's found it. And he is looking like he could be a champion at the end of the night. RhyKO and Randy are such a dominant team. But this is it. The underdog team of the Hype Bros versus the dominant RhyKO. Orton's going to start with Zack Ryder. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie-up. Zack Ryder immediately getting the advantage here on Orton. Good start here for the Hype Bros. And this is what they have to do. They have to come out here and showcase that they can hang with RhyKO and Orton. We talked about it a moment ago, the accolades of Randy Orton. Well, obviously RhyKO becoming an ECW champion in his own right quite some time ago. But he's gone away and had plenty of success himself. And now things are starting to come his way here in Universe Mode. Zack Ryder, well, he's been a bit of a battler here in Universe Mode. A guy who's struggled to get the victories when he's wanted to. And it's been this tag team of the Hype Bros teaming up with Mojo Rawley that's really helped Zack Ryder out tremendously. The confidence has been there. And Zack Ryder is starting to believe in himself once again that he can be a champion. Zack Ryder with the DDT has Orton down as now he's going to tag in Mojo. And Mojo is a guy who has plenty of size about him, but the thing about him is he just has so much energy. And that sometimes can be a deterrent, but other times be so difficult to handle. As now Orton, he's happy to tag in RhyKO. He doesn't want to really deal with Mojo just yet. As the Man Beast is in, here comes a swinging neck breaker. RhyKO connecting. Excellent move there by RhyKO. Now going to follow it up with a stop there to the arm. And now how about another one there? Nice stuff here by RhyKO, who arguably at some points has been the better out of the two. You know, obviously you'd say Randy Orton is going to be the better man in the tag team. And obviously RhyKO's certainly held his own. He hasn't exactly been a slouch or anything along those lines. RhyKO has been terrific. He's been a star in this team, as well as Orton. And RhyKO has certainly proven to be no slouch. And he's, I guess you could say, he's not the Genetti. RhyKO is certainly a star in his own right. And obviously earning the respect of Randy Orton all those months ago by beating him. That's exactly what RhyKO has done. He's proven to be very, very tough to deal with. Well, Randy Orton and RhyKO, they tried to beat the club at Bragging Rights, our recent pay-per-view. They're unsuccessful in beating the Raw Tag Team Champions, so many have started to wonder, well, what is the longevity of this team? How far can they go? Are they as good as they say, or what we think they are as right off the second rope they're connecting? It's hard to really pinpoint how good they are. They are very, very good here on SmackDown too. Obviously great individuals, but they came up against a very, very good team in the club. A very cohesive team, full of chemistry, just such a great team that works so well together, so much experience together now as well. And they got found out. They got beat. They just weren't good enough for that occasion, that night. So you have to wonder, is there some cracks coming? Is there cracks emerging? Or people start to doubt the longevity of RhyKO? Can they remain a strong tag team going forward? Tonight's a real test as Zack Ryder with the cover here, looking to try and put RhyKO away. Can't quite do it. And Ryder now trying to pick up RhyKO, trying to continue the offense here as Randy Orton claps on. RhyKO going to get to his feet before Zack can take advantage, and now Zack can't do it. RhyKO scouted him out, and drops the back of Zack Ryder right into the mat and gets the tag. Well, this is something we want to see more of from Randy and RhyKO. It's started to really happen. This is why they are having more success as a team. Orton dropped down. The frequent tags of RhyKO and Orton are starting to really emerge into their game. When they first started teaming up, it was all about each other. You know, they were just individuals. They're just looking to, showcase their own skills. Not trying to tag each other in, not trying to help each other out. Now it's becoming more about each other. It's now becoming a team that, a united team. Whereas before it was certainly two individuals, and this is why the success is coming. This is one of the tag team champions right now. The Hype Bros have had that chemistry for a while now. They've had things on track for quite some time. But they've just lacked the opportunities, really. A beautiful power slam by Orton. Gonna get Zack in towards the middle of the ring. This could be it here for Zack. The cover now, and a kick out. Hype Bros have lacked the opportunities, but coming over to SmackDown, they're getting those opportunities here, and straight away with a tag team title opportunity. That is huge for them. Is it too quick, too soon? I mean, is it too much too soon? I don't know. It could be. It certainly could be too much. As a neck breaker there. You beat Enzo and Cass, though, who are tag team champions in their own right. Two-time tag team champions on SmackDown. I think that's a fair win. I think that's enough to kind of prove to me that they're the real deal. And speaking of the real deal, Zack Ryder lining up Orton, looking for the broski boot into the face of Orton. And now, looking to follow it up here. Can he do it? No, he wanted Rough Rider. Orton, though, countered. Zack counter again. Zack Ryder thought he had Orton. And now, again, slamming down Zack Ryder as Randy Orton. Well, you hit the broski boot, and quite often that means the victory is coming your way, but not on this occasion. Didn't quite work out. Now a right hand. There's Randy Orton. What the hell is he doing? Randy Orton, what is it? Where is he going? Randy with a superplex to the outside of the ring. Zack Ryder has been destroyed. And Orton immediately remaining on the offense. Gonna get Zack back in the ring. He might go for the cover here to try and win this thing. But Zack, though, hanging on. A superplex to the outside. Zack Ryder will be really feeling the effects now. That is a huge move and a huge moment in this matchup for Randy and RhyKO. Zack Ryder is really hurting. And this is crucial now that they keep Zack Ryder isolated. You cannot let him get a tag. If he gets a tag, all that work will be undone. Zack in the corner as Ryder looking to follow things up here. Well, he might look to take him off the top rope now. Oh, come on. Surely not. Not again. Zack Ryder, he just went off the top a moment ago to the outside. Now off the top into the ring. Another superplex. This time it's Rhino delivering it. Zack Ryder. He'll be sore tomorrow, that is for sure. He's hanging on though, trying to go for a neck breaker. Rhino having none of it. And now, belly to belly slam. This could be it. This may very well be it. Zack Ryder, I don't know how much longer he can go. Mojo may have to get in there and help out, and he does. Mojo saves the day. Keeps this match alive. Zack Ryder, I think, was gone. I think it was done. Certainly a more aggressive side of RhyKO here tonight, looking to punish Zack Ryder. Quite often they're just happy to get the win and get out of here, but tonight they're just happy to really take it to Zack, throwing him around the ring, trying to inflict as much damage to Zack as they possibly can. This has been a very interesting, new change of style here tonight for Randy and Rhino. Zack Ryder, though, he's not giving up. He's certainly not giving up, and now he's just trying to pump himself up here. But Rhino immediately is going to shut that down, as now, oh my, drives Zack right down, but Zack straight back to his feet. Shot to the gut there by Rhino. And now Rhino, oh no. Oh no, another powerbomb. Bridges through. And this could be it. Rhino has a great cover here, but Zack kicked out. Zack kicked out, but you're not going to like what's coming next. Rhino looking to connect with the... Oh no! Zack counted. Got the DDT. Now, trying to find the cover. Can Zack steal it? No. Well, Ryder's got to get the tag. He's got to get out of there. He's been in there too long. He's been thrown around the ring. He's been beaten up. He's got to get out of there ASAP. Suplex again by Rhino. Immediately takes Zack down. Mojo's got to extend his hand here. He's got to just beg for a tag. Zack's going to do it. Zack has a chance now. I think he's going to go for it, but Rhino's right there. Zack wants it. He's got to get Rhino out of the corner or get him in the corner, because Rhino's not going to let him. Rhino going to try and keep Zack isolated. This is the key to victory here for RhyKO. They've got Zack Ryder right where they want him, but Zack's trying to hang on. He's got to get the tag. Rhino's back in the corner. Oh, Zack now, finally. Oh, hang on. Zack Ryder, this time, lining up Rhino. This will help. Broski boot in the corner. He's got to go for the tag now, but instead, he's going for the big one. He's trying to win it here. He's trying to win this thing for the tag team of the Hype Bros. Rough Ryder. Will they win the tag titles? Zack Ryder, what a moment this would be if he could get the win here. No, Rhino kicked out. Mojo, with some strong right hands, cut open Randy Orton. And Mojo had enough. He had to get in there and help out. But Zack almost won the tag titles for the Hype Bros, that misses the springboard moonsault. Well, how much has Zack got left? That was that last-ditch effort. Can he get to his partner? Can he get a tag? What a monumental performance by Zack. Rhino back to his feet. He's got to get a tag as well, but Randy just got busted open. He's down as well. Rhino again. Drops Zack down. Zack Ryder's head bouncing off the mat. And you see Randy Orton. He's fed up. Randy Orton. Oh, he's coming after Mojo. He takes out Mojo. So Zack couldn't get the tag if he wanted to. Well, I think he realized his partner Rhino was just down for a moment. And just making sure that Zack's getting nowhere near that tag. Randy comes in to help out. Smart play by the veteran. Zack though. Shoulders down. But oh, Rhino too close to the ropes. And Zack now. Is he going to get the tag? Well, he had a chance. He could have went for it. Mojo extended his hand, but instead Zack wanted it by himself, just making sure that Rhino was down. And finally, Mojo is in this match again. Zack Ryder gets the tag, and that could save the day for the Hype Bros. Gee, Zack Ryder was good, but he took a lot of punishment. Too much punishment for one man. I think Rhino would need a tag himself here. He's been in there for a while. There's Mojo up. Mojo with a counter. This is a real big moment, this one. Mojo's got to get the job done. Drops down Rhino with a suplex. And now Mojo's in the corner. Oh no. Rhino's in trouble. Mojo's lining himself up here. He's going to launch himself at Rhino. What a right hand there by Mojo. Wow. But Rhino not that phased by it in the end. He's a big man, Rhino, and it takes a lot more than that to take him down and keep him down. Rhino, though, has him up. And he's going to drive him down. Oh, first off, here's the power of Rhino on display. What about that there from the Man Beast? And there's the suplex. Plenty of hang time on display as well. Randy can't get in this match either. It's starting to become a little bit more alarming for RhyKO. Rhino, though, still remaining in control. Powerbomb there. And now Rhino's in the corner. He might be looking for another gore here. Didn't get it the first time. Can he get it this time? Looking for the gore. Rhino! Oh, elbow by Mojo. Huge counter there by Mojo. Could have saved the day if he gets connected with the gore. It's over. No, Rhino went for it again. Mojo with another counter. And now Mojo. Can he put Rhino away? Has him up. And now Mojo drops down Rhino. Is that it? The Hype Bros to win the tag team titles. Oh, Randy gets there just in time. Wow, what an effort by the Hype Bros. They've tried their absolute heart out. They've given everything they've got. I don't know how they're surviving. Thump to the eye there. Randy and Rhino are hanging on themselves after really being in control. Mojo getting close to putting Rhino away. Well, here's a risk. He's bringing Zack Ryder back in. It's been a few minutes though. But you can see Zack holding the ribcage, and that's no surprise after being taken off the top of the rope a few times. And he's not 100% and all. Zack Ryder. A mistake there. Poor ring positioning. Randy connected with the kick there. And Rhino now. He's stunned. He's dazed. And Zack Ryder's just going to let him get back to his senses. Fair sportsmanship on display here by Zack. Going to let Rhino get to his feet and for a fair opportunity. And now, whoa! The gore! Rhino playing possum! Are you kidding? Rhino, he wasn't dazed. He knew Zack Ryder wasn't coming. He took advantage of it. Are you kidding? Rhino playing possum. Outsmarting Zack. Well, Zack was happy to wait. Rhino obviously was just, struggling a little bit there. And he decided, you can see Rhino shrugs it off and bang! The spear with the gore. Wow. Are you kidding? What an effort though by the Hype Bros. That's their best performance they've ever done. Excellent stuff. And wait a minute. Oh! What the hell? Randy and Rhino have got chairs. What the hell is this? They're assaulting the Hype Bros. But why? They just won. They just retained the titles. But now they're sending a message to the Hype Bros and the rest of the tag division. We move along to our next matchup, and this has become very personal. Two former friends, now enemies, meet here at SummerSlam for the Women's Championship. It is the longest reigning Women's Champion in Universe Mode history, Charlotte, against Becky Lynch. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at what exactly transpired between these two. All the way back at Extreme Rules, it was Charlotte and Becky Lynch one-on-one. Two friends colliding. Charlotte was the better woman on that night. She retained her championship. But it was what happened afterwards that surprised all of us. Charlotte shook the hand of Becky Lynch, celebrated with Lynch, gave her the props for a great match. But then this. Boom! From behind, attacking Becky Lynch, ending their friendship, all in the name of the Women's Championship. Charlotte did it to try and send a message and to stay on top in the women's division. But Becky Lynch would fire back at Money in the Bank when she would attack Charlotte and Sasha Banks on that occasion, who had formed a small little alliance and were attempting to take Becky Lynch out of the title picture. But she's in the title picture and she's here tonight. Becky Lynch gets her opportunity at the Women's Championship. It is Charlotte and Becky Lynch, now once friends, now rivals. Lynch perhaps is Charlotte's greatest rival right now. her biggest threat. And Charlotte has been doing everything in her power to avoid Becky Lynch for as long as she possibly can. She's done a good job of it so far. A couple pay-per-views, she's got away with having to deal with Becky Lynch for the championship, but finally we see her go one-on-one with Becky Lynch here tonight for the Women's Championship. She is the longest reigning Women's Champion in Universe Mode history. She's held the championship since TLC last season of Universe Mode. And that is around about 9 months, so she's had a really long championship reign. She's been so dominant. And Charlotte continues to prove that she is the best in the WWE right now. At one point, very well respected, very well liked and beloved by all the fans, but after what she did to Becky, the respect has gone out the window. Now the fans despise her, and Becky Lynch has become the hero. Charlotte has said that she didn't care for Becky Lynch. It was a friendship, it was an alliance that she used to catapult herself to that championship that you see in that referee's hands right there. And after a few months, and after Becky Lynch was attempting to take the championship away from Charlotte, Charlotte did what she had to do to make sure the championship was staying in her possession. This match is underway. Charlotte with a swinging neckbreaker to start things off here. So two former friends. Now they are enemies here at SummerSlam. With the Women's Championship on the line, it's all or nothing right now for both women. Becky Lynch will be out of the title picture if she does not win tonight. Charlotte will have her historic championship reign broken if she loses. But if Charlotte can survive Becky Lynch, then she'll finally move along, and perhaps her biggest threat will be dealt with. And now she can move along. Perhaps the next woman, though, could be the recently debuting Nia Jax. And now that is a scary proposition for Charlotte. Likewise for Becky Lynch as well. Of course, if Charlotte loses here tonight, Becky Lynch wins, Nia Jax, I'm sure, will be hunting and ready for an opportunity when she gets one as well. As now Charlotte with a quick cover, and oh, there's the arrogance on display right there. Not even going to let Lynch have the opportunity to kick out. She's just going to pick her up herself. And that's what Charlotte has become. The arrogance has started to really shine through, and you know, you have to say it sometimes, she's almost desperate. Good right hand there by Becky Lynch, back into the cover now. She's almost desperate at times because what she did to Becky Lynch was clear desperation. Becky Lynch gave her a great fight, almost beat her on that occasion. I think Charlotte realized that she just got through that one, and she had to do something. She had to send a message to the locker room, and she had to remove Becky Lynch. And, I mean, she could have probably moved on. She probably didn't need to do that. With Becky Lynch, though, continuing to get better, I think Charlotte just had to try and knock Becky Lynch down a couple of pegs just to make sure that she remained on top. And that's what Charlotte was going to do. She was going to do whatever it took to win and retain that championship. And sometimes you have to make that decision if you are going to be the champion, especially a long-reigning champion. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices to keep the championship. And even if it means ending a friendship, that's what you're going to do as Lynch. Launching Charlotte to the other side of the ring. Effective maneuver there. Snapmare takedown as well. And now Becky Lynch starting to gain the upper hand early on here in this contest. And that's exactly what Lynch will be looking for. Send a bit of a message of her own here to Charlotte that she's come here to fight. She's come here to compete. And she's come here to win. Charlotte with a stop right there to Lynch. Continuing to stomp away. Now going to try and get Lynch back to her feet. Going to drive her into the corner now as Charlotte has a chance to follow it up, but Lynch countering back. And a big chop in the corner. Now Charlotte wants to deliver one of her own maybe, but Lynch with a counter and takes down Charlotte and follows it up with the drop kick. This has been good here from Becky Lynch early on, and this is no surprise. She's been on the rise ever since she made her debut last season of Universe Mode. She hasn't won the championship, but of course she came in as a friend of Charlotte, as an ally of Charlotte. She came in to help out Charlotte, and that's what the alliance and the friendship really started to blossom from. Charlotte obviously needed an ally, and she called upon Becky Lynch, who was in NXT, moved Becky Lynch up to the main roster, and kind of really started that friendship between the two. And Charlotte was happy just to throw all that away to make sure that she hangs onto the championship for a little while longer. As Lynch with a drop kick to the back. And certainly Becky has been on the rise. She's had a great last few months. She's really excelled and she's really been looking good. There's now a right hand there by Lynch onto Charlotte. And now, Becky Lynch has caught her. And oh yes, with the exploder. She caught out Charlotte. And now trouble for the champion. Here we go again. Becky Lynch starting to fire up. And this is dangerous now for Charlotte. As Charlotte, though, able to fire back with her own move, trying to take Becky Lynch down, trying to stop this momentum that Lynch is starting to build. And a DDT right there. Becky Lynch firing up indeed. Now she just needs that disarmer to try and make Charlotte tap here. Can she find it? Charlotte now, swinging neck breaker. And instead the shoulder driven into the neck of Lynch. I'm not sure what's a worse landing. Landing on the mat or landing in the shoulder. Both pretty equally bad, as now Lynch, though, has the disarmer in the middle of the ring. Becky Lynch will make Charlotte tap. Charlotte's got nowhere to go. She has to find a way to get herself out of the hold, but she slips through. Shrugs off Becky Lynch and pushes her away. And now takes down Lynch off her feet. Charlotte survives. Charlotte now looking pretty desperate. Trying to really quicken the pace here. Trying to just stay on top of Becky Lynch. Don't even allow her for a moment to regain her composure. Charlotte really starting to feel the effects here. Oh, she misses out there. And now Charlotte's going to try and get Lynch to the top. She's thinking about going off the top here. This could be dangerous for Becky Lynch. We saw it earlier on in our tag team match how effective these suplexes off the top can be. Charlotte must have been watching, and now she's looking to replicate it. She's going off the top. Superplex off the top of the rope. Becky Lynch taken down, and Charlotte is back in this thing. She's looking the goods now after a slow start. Becky Lynch looking as though she could put her away, but Charlotte is back in it. But Lynch is not letting go of this control that easily. She's fighting with these big strikes there to Charlotte. This is a close encounter between the two right now. And the crowd is certainly into it. It is a close battle. It's hard to really pinpoint where this one's going to go. Lynch now, single leg takedown. And she feels as though this could be a chance just to slow it down, put the pressure back on Charlotte. And that's a good move from Lynch, especially because Charlotte was trying to quicken the pace just a moment ago. And now Charlotte takes down Lynch. Charlotte just has to stay in control. She's got the legs wrapped around. Not a really good grip, though. Also the thighs kind of clenching into the head of Becky Lynch, trying to really squeeze the head of Becky Lynch. It's now the right hand by Charlotte with the counter. There's Becky Lynch taken down again. Well, Becky Lynch had to get through Sasha Banks to earn this opportunity. And she was able to do that pretty comfortably, and it kind of showed to me that she was ready. When she started to win these matches more consistently, that's when Becky Lynch was still really starting to show that she was ready for the big time. It's a period of time where Becky Lynch, obviously, we knew how talented she was, but she would get close, very close to the championship, but just fail at that final hurdle. And that's really what separated her from the great champions here in Universe Mo, such as Sasha, such as Paige, and now obviously Charlotte. Becky Lynch just failed to get there, but now I feel as though this is her time. If there's ever a better time, if there's ever a time for her to win the championship, it's right now. This is it. She's at her absolute best, but so is Charlotte, and that's the hard thing for Becky Lynch, and she's finding that out right now. Charlotte just continues to break free of anything that Becky Lynch starts to get a hold. Charlotte now, sent over the top to the outside. Makes a critical error there. Too close to the ropes. Becky Lynch just throwing to the outside. A count out won't help her, though. Win the matchup or win the championship, but it will help her just gain the upper hand here. And that's a nasty fall to the outside. That will not help Charlotte at all. And the elbows and the shoulders there of Charlotte driven into Becky. And now Charlotte, now the knee into the back of the head. So you can see Charlotte, when she's just starting to be more aggressive, to me it's a sign of desperation. It's a sign that She knows she's behind in this match, and she's doing whatever it takes. She's making bad mistakes. She's a little bit sloppier here. And these are the types of mistakes that you wouldn't normally see from her. You wouldn't normally see her really try and be this aggressive as she hangs Becky Lynch up on the ropes. Now wrapping the legs around Lynch again. You can see the hold there, but Lynch breaks through, but Charlotte still has a grip. But now Lynch is trying this time to break free, and she's gonna do so with a few shots to the side of Charlotte. A big chop there by Charlotte, though, has Lynch against the ropes, and you don't want to be here. Now the knee just driven into Becky Lynch, and Charlotte, this is when she looks better. She's not as aggressive here. She's not trying to do too much too quickly. She's just slowing the match down, but she gets caught. She gets caught by the Bexploiter. Becky Lynch catches her out, hits the Bexploiter, and now this could be it. Becky Lynch to beat Charlotte. Oh, a near fall. Well, just when we gave Charlotte a rap saying that she'd slowed the pace of the match down, she wasn't looking as sloppy, things are looking better for her, she gets caught out by Becky with a big move just to turn the tides back into her favor. But Charlotte, swinging neckbreaker. That's what you want to see from Charlotte. That's more like it. And now Charlotte has had enough. This is it. The figure four. Can she bridge into the figure eight? She's got it locked in. Charlotte has it now. Becky's in the middle of the ring. She's going to have to find a counter. She's going to have to reverse this, or she's going to have to tap. What's it going to be? Becky, this is for the championship. Her one title opportunity, her last chance. She's trying to break free of the hole. One leg free. And now this second with that right hand. This is the biggest match in Becky Lynch's career, and she's not letting it go easily. She wants this title. Charlotte doing everything she can to hang on. Becky Lynch is not giving it up though. And Becky Lynch now thinking maybe for a disarmer of her own. Looking to go submission for submission. Charlotte takes Lynch off her feet. And the heads collide there. Lynch, oh, attempted drop kick slapped away by Charlotte. Right hand now. The women's champion takes down Lynch. And Charlotte, this is when she's looking better. This is looking good. After an opportunity to win, she missed out with the figure eight. Just slowing things down, going about her work, and looking much better. Snapmare takedown with the knee into the back as well. Charlotte puts the pressure on Lynch. Now the cover. Lynch has to kick out here to keep this title match alive. She does with a shoulder up. Look at Charlotte just watching and thinking, what does she have to do? She feels as though she's got a plan here. She's got an idea what she wants. Oh, she thought about the spear. Lynch, though, able to counter Charlotte. Not enough of a full head of steam there, I think, would have really helped her. Not enough momentum in the spear. As now Becky, Bexploiter! Launched in towards the turnbuckle. Lynch has caught her out again. Charlotte with the mistake. Wanted the spear. Becky Lynch found the counter. And now, Becky, she's got to line up Charlotte. Becky Lynch, she's got it locked in. Yes, she has. Disarmer. Charlotte nowhere to go. Will she tap? Charlotte, she has to tap out. We've got a new champion. For the first time in this season of Universe Mode, the first time since TLC, we have a new women's champion. The reign of Charlotte is over. Becky Lynch finally wins the championship after being betrayed by her friend. Months of anger, months of attempts to get that championship, get her title opportunities taken away from her because of Sasha Banks, because of Charlotte. Now, Lynch finally gets her opportunity, and she wins it. Becky Lynch proves that she is the better woman after all. She is the new women's champion here in Universe Mode. Becky Lynch finally captures the big one and legitimizes herself as one of the best of all time here in Universe Mode among our women. A massive victory. Becky Lynch finally has sealed the deal, and she captures her first ever Women's Championship, beating Charlotte here tonight at SummerSlam. Well, our next contest, we just had a feud and a matchup that, well, we saw two former friends go at it. Now it's former partners. It is a former leader. It is Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship. Bray Wyatt, the former leader of Braun Strowman, a man who was the mentor of Strowman, a man who brought Strowman in. He started his career, gave him an opportunity, gave him a purpose, gave him a life here in the WWE. Well, Bray no longer controls Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman breaking free, finally no longer under the control of Bray. Whether you could say it be mind control at some points, a cult-like leader that Bray Wyatt is. Well, nonetheless, Braun Strowman has finally broken free and is looking to become a star by himself, and so far it's working very well. Bray Wyatt just is sick and tired of seeing Strowman's success. He just can't let it happen. Bray's been doing everything in his power to stop Braun Strowman. He had Luke Harper take the championship away from Strowman a couple of months ago. He's had Eric Rowan doing his best. But Strowman, at the end of the day, would get through both of them. And now Bray has no choice but to finally enter the ring himself and deal with Strowman one-on-one. So here we go, Bray and Braun. It's time to finally see it. We've been waiting months, ever since Braun Strowman moved on from the Wyatts. He's been dominating. He's been dealing with the Wyatts. And now tonight, he could finally close this chapter of his career. He could finally move on from the Wyatt family once and for all. It is a battle over the Intercontinental Championship, as you see around Braun Strowman's waist, the championship that he won back at WrestleMania. And now he defends it. He lost it along the way to Luke Harper in very controversial fashion. He won it back. He's a two-time champion, so is Bray Wyatt in the past. Bray has a chance to become a three-time champion. And Braun has a chance to finally remove Bray Wyatt from his life. That is the plan here for Braun Strowman. Bray Wyatt wants to prove once and for all that Braun is nothing without him, and that he should never have betrayed Bray to begin with. Look at the eyes of Bray, just a sick, evil man. Whereas Braun Strowman, you can respect him. Look, he says he wants to, he just wanted to go his own separate ways. He just wanted to be his own man, wanted to do his own thing, and Bray just wouldn't let it happen. Bray tried to take credit for Braun Strowman's success at WrestleMania, for winning the championship. Bray Wyatt wanted to come out and steal the spotlight from Braun. And Braun Strowman was having none of it. He just had enough. He was fed up, and he finally decided to move on from the Wyatt family, but Bray just won't let it happen. He just won't let Braun go. And now, tonight, we finally end it. One man will walk away as the champion, but most of all, the situation between the two will finally end. As we get this underway, Strowman with some right hands to kick things off here. Bray Wyatt has to try and find something, some way to control Strowman. There's a DDT there by Bray. He's got to find something to keep Strowman down, because Strowman obviously has the size, 6'9", 300-pounder, one of the strongest men on the roster, if not the strongest. He is a mountain of a man. Bray Wyatt, though, he's no slouch either. Plenty of size about him also. But obviously very rare for Bray Wyatt to be out-muscled so easily by someone, and Braun Strowman will be able to do that. But Bray Wyatt has to use his brains, his smarts, to try and outthink Braun Strowman in this one. And Bray Wyatt himself, plenty of success, obviously two-time Intercontinental Champion, but many believe a future WWE Champion. And obviously had so much success with the Wyatt family, SDO there by Strowman. So much success with the Wyatt family, multiple-time tag team champions they have been, and Bray Wyatt's obviously led them to that. And now Strowman, of course, Intercontinental Champion, so if you want to include that as well. The Wyatts have been so dominant here on SmackDown over the years, and Bray Wyatt, obviously the leader of it. He's been the instigator of it. Now he's got Strowman by the throat and slams him down, continues to choke him down before the referee told him to move away because of the rope break enforced. Bray Wyatt going to pick up Strowman. Well, Bray Wyatt didn't want Harper Rowan to be here because he just wanted to do it himself. And you know, I can respect that from Bray. Not much I do respect from him, but he did want to do this by himself. Obviously, this has been a personal issue for him. Bray Wyatt has been personally upset and offended that Braun Strowman felt the need to, well, you'd say betray the Wyatt family. You could say that Strowman, oh wow, what a shot there by Braun. You could say that Braun Strowman betrayed the family by moving on, but you'd also say Braun Strowman did what is best for Braun and has to get away from the cult of the Wyatt family. Harper and Rowan have had so much success under Bray, so you can understand why they've stayed. But Braun Strowman has kind of been, you know, the forgotten member of the family, the outcast of the family, the man who, you know, obviously has the huge size and potential, but Bray Wyatt has never really had anything for him to do. Braun Strowman's been a singles competitor, but hasn't had the opportunities because Bray Wyatt has one of those opportunities instead of Braun. So when Braun finally took it upon himself to get himself a championship, Bray Wyatt wasn't exactly thrilled by that. It's now Bray slamming down Braun. On the contrary, of course, Harper and Rowan, tag team champions multiple times. Bray Wyatt has always wanted them to dominate the tag division. So there hasn't been a lot for Braun to do. And Braun had to make that risk. He had to make that step to move away from the Wyatts if he was ever going to be something here in the WWE. Bray now lining up. Oh, Braun with a senton of the second. You almost get the feeling that one of these two may even have to leave the brand. Now, this is always going to be an issue. This is always going to be a situation until one of these, you know, whether the whole Wyatt family move over or Braun Strowman moves over to Raw. Because you just get the feeling this is always going to explode. This is always going to be an issue when these two men and the Wyatt family and Braun, they meet up. There's always going to be that anger there. There's now Braun into the corner. Bray Wyatt, here he comes, and a splash in the corner. Strowman taking off his feet, but straight back up. Now he might look to return the favour. Braun Strowman just screaming at Bray. And I think that is a sign of what is to come. Bray's up top, and again, we've seen it all throughout the night. Maybe another superplex off the top. Braun Strowman, there it is! Strowman using his power and strength to launch Bray Wyatt. And this time, the ring could have been imploded there because of the size of the two men being taken down off the top. Well, the superplex has been a popular tool here tonight, and well, to be fair, it hasn't worked out for everyone, but Braun Strowman feels as though maybe it could work out for me. As now Bray, bit of snake eyes off the top of the turnbuckle, bouncing off. As now Braun looking to fire up here. Some good combination of moves here. Braun Strowman just starting to get momentum, just starting to get some, you know, a bit of a roll on here. And Braun mocking Bray Wyatt right there. Wants him up. But Bray, oh, back body drop of his own. Braun taken down. Bray Wyatt dragging Strowman into the middle of the ring. And, uh-oh, evil intentions here. Running senton onto Braun Strowman. And Bray Wyatt looking for the cover here. Trying to beat Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship. Won't be able to do it, though. This is a big moment in this match. Bray Wyatt with that running senton has Braun Strowman down, and now Bray looking to follow it up here. Bray Wyatt in the corner with that creepy walk coming to Strowman. Braun will have to know this is coming. What is coming next? Because it could be time for Sister Abigail. Braun Strowman, don't get to your feet. You're not going to know what's coming. Bray Wyatt, Sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt will beat Braun Strowman and take the championship from him, but no, a kick out. Strowman powers out, and Bray is stunned. Bray Wyatt can't believe it. Braun has kicked out of Bray's best move, and now Braun not even letting Bray get the roll on here. Looking to shut down the offense. Went for a right hand, missed out thanks to Bray with a block. But Bray now has Braun and now takes him down. Swept him off his feet right there. And Strowman is down. But Bray Wyatt, he could be about to win this thing. The Sister Abigail a moment ago, it didn't quite get the job done, but another one could be it. Braun Strowman's looking a bit shaky here. Strowman's going to need something. Otherwise, he's going to lose this championship. And Bray Wyatt will be proved to be correct all along. That Braun does indeed need Bray. Braun realizing the urgency of the situation. Trying to shrug off Bray. He now has Bray up. Uh-oh. Up on the shoulders. And now wrenches the back of Bray. Look how high he is up in the air. Look at the power of Braun. Bray Wyatt up in the shoulders. That is not a small man. Braun Strowman. But Bray now able to find a counter and release that. That is not a hold you want to be in for long. Up that high and the shoulder driven into your back. Strowman shrugging off Bray. But Bray, look at him. Look at Bray, here he comes. Some right hands. Had Strowman in the corner. Now into the other corner. Another splash to follow up. Bray Wyatt firing himself up here. And this is not good for Braun at all. Bray Wyatt looking the goods here. And he might be looking to close this match out. Strowman, kick to the face. And Braun, look out. Here comes a big strike right under the chest of Bray. And normally Braun will follow this up with something big. He needs it because right now Bray was moments away from probably winning this thing. Can Strowman do it? Can Strowman hang on? This has been his toughest challenge in a while. Ever since becoming Intercontinental Champion. The last few months since WrestleMania. He's been dealing with the Wyatts, but Bray perhaps looking the best against him. Bray looks likely to beat him here, but Bray can't do it yet. So close, but just not the win yet for Bray. Braun still hanging on. Braun's doing everything he can. Braun needs a big move and he realizes it. Braun, he's been in some major trouble. He wants this. He has Bray up. Here it comes. Running power slam by Braun Strowman. Bray Wyatt is rocked. Can Strowman knock him off? Can Strowman retain? He's done it. The power slam takes down Bray. And that is a survival if I've ever seen one. Braun Strowman's toughest challenge to date. He just barely survives his former mentor and leader in Bray Wyatt. But what is a certainty is Braun Strowman has proven that he no longer needs Bray Wyatt. He can now finally move on from the Wyatt family. He's beaten Bray Wyatt. And he can now begin the next chapter of his career post-Wyatt family. He's now a champion. He's a two-time Intercontinental Champion. He retains it tonight. And he proves that he is, without a doubt, on the rise and a potential star of the future. He beats Bray Wyatt tonight. Whether it's convincing or not, a win is a win. Strowman's still the champ. He's done it. He finally removes the Wyatt family from his life. Well, it's time for our next matchup. It is more tag team action, as we're going to see the New Day have one more opportunity at the Raw Tag Team Champions, the club, with the championships on the line. They have been tag team champions in the past. They're looking to regain the gold, but it's not going to be easy. The club, without a doubt, the best team in the WWE right now. And the New Day have been hunting and chasing these championships for quite some time now. Looking to get them around their waist. Can they do it? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. But if there's anyone that can do it, it might be these two. You just can never write them off. They are always in the hunt. The New Day, as we said, former tag team champions. They kind of had a bit of a downward spell. A long period of time without any major success, but in recent times, they're back. They're back at the top, they're back at their best, and they're looking the goods again, which is very, very positive for them. Now they just need to keep that momentum going and get themselves this win here tonight. Over this team, this pairing, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, the club, beating RhyKO, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions at Bragging Rights. They prove that they are the best team in the WWE right now. And they have run through the entire locker room on Raw. And they are looking to beat the New Day one more time, just to rub it in even further. Well, they were mentored by AJ Styles before he left Raw to go to SmackDown. They obviously still have that connection there, but they've kind of gone at it on their own, and geez, they've been successful. They have been so good. And it's hard to really imagine that they could get beaten. I don't know if they can. I don't know if there's any team right now that can beat them. The New Day have been good, but the club, you just get the feeling they're on another level. You just get that feeling. We saw earlier on in the night, the Hype Bros really take it to RhyKO with an epic matchup, epic performance from them. It might have to be something similar from the New Day here tonight if they are going to beat the club. They're going to have to try and replicate that performance we saw earlier on and try and do it themselves. It will not be easy, that is for sure, but they are very talented. We know that is for sure. Very, very talented, and a great opportunity for them here tonight to show that off. Well, that is the championships that they are gunning for here tonight. Anderson and Gallows. Such a terrific combination, obviously coming over from Japan, a part of the club with AJ Styles and Finn Balor at one point, of course, and they've been to Japan, they've had the success over there, and now they've come here to the WWE to try and replicate that, and they are doing that and probably outdoing it. They're having even more success. They might even have the case that they are the best tag team in the entire world. Not just the WWE, just the entire world. It is certainly a big case they've got going on right now. Oh! Gallows trying to launch himself at Big E. Big back body drop. Down he went to kick things off. Well, there you go. Well, you might be wondering, where is Xavier Woods for this one? Well, this match, we've been told, is an elimination tag team match. A late change made by the Raw General Manager Christian just before this match went on. An elimination tag team championship match. So, of course, to win this one, you have to have the pinfall over both members of the opposition's tag team. So that's not going to be easy at all. And obviously it's going to kind of play into the fact that maybe, you know, you get elimination early on, you have the isolation of one member of a team, you can have that ability to really dominate them in a handicap environment. So the first elimination is so crucial to this matchup. Gallows has Big E up and he's going to drive him into the corner, and Anderson will be waiting there, and Big E though with a counter, and such a crucial part of this match as well. Oh wow! What a kick there by Gallows. The crucial part is obviously you need to have this big strong start, and without that start, without that early momentum coming your way, your team's way, it's not going to be easy at all. Obviously losing a member would be detrimental, but you certainly want to have your opposition on the back foot, especially for the New Day coming into this one as the heavy underdogs, the club, the heavy favourites. And they can stun the club just a little bit and just kind of put them on the back foot and put a bit of pressure on them. That's when they can really shine. Here's a bit of double team here from the New Day. Big E gets up off his feet and connects with the Enziguri. Normally that's Kofi Kingston in that role, but a bit of a role reversal there, and maybe that kick has a little bit more power behind it. Not a bad idea from Big E, as now Anderson drives Kofi into the corner. Kingston with the counter and reversal. And oh, standing drop kick there by Carl Anderson. Get rid of Kofi Kingston early on. It just means that Big E is all alone, handicap environment. It's almost impossible to come back from, really. This is the danger of elimination tag team matches, as Kingston up top. Looking to do a bit of flying himself here. Kofi Kingston, the high-flying Kofi off the top. Crashing and burning down on Carl Anderson. Wasn't pretty, but pretty effective at the same time. Well, Kofi Kingston has been very successful as a singles, as is Big E. Sit out powerbomb by Anderson. And, you know, we obviously talked about earlier on in the night, two great individuals forming a tag team with RhyKO. Well, Kofi Kingston and Big E have done that. But now they've formed a great tag team. They're a great cohesive team. They've got a lot of chemistry and know each other inside and out. It's so effective. And as we said earlier on, they've had their downward spiral. They've had their moments at the top. They had their spiral down. They had their troubles. And now they're having a bit of a resurgence back to the top. And it's great to see. It really needed to happen. I think they were too good of a team to be held down for that long, and finally getting their opportunities. They had one not long ago as Anderson, oh, he's taken to the outside. As Kingston will get the tag for Big E. Well, obviously the New Day had an opportunity a long ago. had Anderson and Gallows. They missed out. They failed to get the win, but they got themselves back in contention. And as Anderson, launches himself with a kick right there to Big E. And now Anderson lining up Big E. This is not good. This is not good for the New Day. Oh, there's a cutter by Anderson into the cover. This could be an early elimination, but Big E kicked out. Well, if he eliminates him right there, this match is over. You can forget about it. You can't eliminate a guy that early, and the other man have to eliminate two guys who are fresh. It'd be too much of a task for Kofi Kingston if Big E happened to go down. And now the knee into the guts there of Carl Anderson. Big E belly to belly. Big E getting struck there by that cutter by Anderson. It's not ideal for him. You probably would like to see him get a tag. Bring Kingston back in, who looks so he's pretty amped up and ready to go. Looks pretty fresh over there. So Big E just tiring a little bit, feeling the effects of Anderson's offense in recent times. I think Big E concurs. He's going to the corner. Wants to get the tag, but Anderson not going to let it happen. Tried to lift up the boot to the face of Big E. Missed out next to the counter by Big E. And now a neck breaker. Jumping into the neck breaker, grabbing hold of Big E's head and just dragging it down into the mat, into the cover. This could be it. Kingston can't quite get there, won't need to. Another kick out by Big E, former US champion, one of the longer reigning champions in US Championship history as well. Big E now into the corner, and now this is where the New Day are at their best, stomping away with these frequent tags. In the corner, the stampede right here. It is Kingston stomping away on Anderson. Big E's turn again. Anderson, you don't want to be here for much longer. You can see he's just feeling it as Kingston in the corner. Driven into the corner with a baseball sliding kick right into the chest of Anderson. This could be it. An elimination coming for the club. New Day. Oh! Anderson kicked out. The shoulder was up. Gallows tried to get there. Wasn't going to get there in time. Didn't need to. Worked out well for Anderson, who kicked out. Is now Kofi. Oh! Slapped away there by Anderson. And now a shot to the gut. Here comes Anderson again! Launched himself at Kofi Kingston. And there is the arrogance on display by Carl Anderson. Shot to the back as Kingston gets the tag. Big E's back in. Needed that one. Kingston was in some trouble. Big E now into the corner. There's now Big E. As Anderson up, he might be looking to drive him into the corner and drops him down with a slam as well. 1-2 punch there by Big E. And Anderson with a near fall count of 2 does kick out though. Big E can't connect there with a strike. Anderson finding the counter. And now, oh, cutter! Anderson connecting! Jumping and leaping into the cutter. And he has an elimination. Wow. Just like that, Anderson eliminates Big E, and now it's down to Kofi Kingston. The club get the early lead, the early advantage, and now it's all up to Kofi. Can he do it for his team? He needs an elimination right now, but the problem is Gallows is going to get in there and break things up. The advantage of a 2-on-2 situation is you've got a partner to get in there to hopefully block that from happening. And Kofi now, if he hits the Trouble in Paradise on Gallows, well, Carl Anderson might jump in there and just break things up, and there's nothing Kofi can do because he's got no one to watch his back. And opens Kingston up for a 2-on-1 situation. It is a handicap match now. Nothing Big E can do. Nothing Xavier Woods can do in the back. He can only watch on. It's now Gallows up top. And he might be looking to join the Superplex party tonight. And he will. Kingston off the top with a Superplex. And the club can just toy around with Kingston now. This is just easy pickings. Kingston, look out. Oh, he went for the choke slam. But a counter by Kofi. Kofi Kingston keeps this match alive for the New Day. Had to counter that, and now the flip through. Kingston off the second. Up top. Crossbody. Cover. Kingston. Can he do it here? Can he even this match up? Oh, jeez. That was close. Kofi nearly had it. 2 3/4. Kingston now. Trouble in paradise. Kofi. He's going to do it. Can you believe it? Kofi's going to level this match up. The cover. Kofi. 2. But Gallows kicked out. Well, you have to think, did he waste just a little bit of valuable time trying to get Gallows, the big body of Gallows, towards the middle of the ring? I feel like Kofi maybe wasted a couple of valuable seconds and cost him. Meanwhile, though, Kofi's giving it his all. He's not giving it up yet. Gallows and Anderson are fighting. You see Anderson on the apron there, on the ropes. He's struggling to hold his composure. Gallows, meanwhile, he's struggling just to stay in this matchup. Kingston's going to fly with the elbow into the heart of Luke Gallows. Kofi firing himself up here. It's 2-on-1, but Kofi doesn't care. This is shades of his terrific Intercontinental Championship run back in the day when he was a successful solo. And that's obviously the two great individual factors coming into it. In a situation like this, you need the ability to be able to win a match on your own, and Kofi has that ability. And that's why I felt as though if the club lost a member early on, I think they would struggle. They had that tag team chemistry, but as a solo, they're vulnerable, and there is another Trouble in Paradise. Kingston fired up, but Gallows straight back to his feet. Well, Kingston won't be happy about that. Kofi has Gallows in the corner. Kofi Kingston's just giving it his all here. I thought he had Gallows in a winning predicament, but Gallows straight to his feet. And now Kofi looking to replicate that crossbody. And this time he turns it into a right hand and the drop kick to follow. He's not done yet. Here comes Kofi. Double foot stomp to the chest. What a performance by Kofi Kingston. No! The clothesline. The clothesline almost taking Kingston's head off. Doesn't win the match, but geez, it puts the pressure back on Kofi. And now, Carl Anderson back in this one, looking to pick up the scraps, pick up the pieces. Oh, Kofi! Another big strike there. Anderson is down. Shot to the back there of Carl. Here's the cover now. Kofi Kingston trying to hang on. He kind of did a lot of work though to Luke Gallows. So that tag really hurts. But that's the advantage that the club has. This handicap environment. There's press. Big right hands. Kofi. He's still in it though. He still looks the goods. He hasn't taken too much damage. It's been mainly him doing majority of the offense, and that's potentially a big key as to why he's still in it and why he still could win this thing. Snap suplex, he just needs an elimination. Just needs to find it now. Over the top, landing down on Anderson. Needs that Trouble in Paradise. Needs to connect flush on the jaw of Carl Anderson to win this thing. And now Kofi is thinking about it. He's firing himself up here. Kofi Kingston. Oh, he went for it, but Anderson ducked underneath. And oh no. This is not what you want. Anderson finding a counter, ducking underneath, and oh no. This is not what you want at all for your Kofi Kingston. Oh no, here comes the Magic Killer. Gallows with the cover. And the valiant effort of Kingston, all for nothing, because the club retained the championships. What a performance by Kofi, but the club with a 2-on-1 advantage. Just too good. But to be fair, if he hits the Trouble in Paradise at the end there, on Carl Anderson, gets the 1-2-3, I gotta say Kofi wins it. Because I don't think the club could handle the 2-on-1 situation, the handicap situation themselves, a 1-on-1 situation either. It was only when it was a tag team contest when they had both members of the club that I really felt as though they were going to be hard to beat. And unfortunately for them, they kept it at that situation the entire time. And that's what makes it so difficult to beat this team. Their tag team work is on another level. The chemistry they have is on another level. They are the best tag team right now in the WWE, if not the world. They continue to make waves. They continue to dominate the Raw Tag Team division, but yet to wonder who is left for them to take on. They've kind of run through everyone there is to beat now. Another win over the New Day. Another big message has been sent to this tag team division. They just keep on getting better and better, these two. And you have to applaud them. They are, without a doubt, one of the best right now. As, right now, hang on, they're going to got the microphone in hand. They've got a few things they want to get off their chest. Is that the best you can do? Is that all you've got? Is that the best that Raw can offer us? We have beaten every tag team there is to beat. We need some competition. There's no one left for us to beat. My good brother Carl Anderson and I, we are unstoppable. And we demand some competition, and we want some right now. Well, Gallows and Anderson, they want some competition. They're going to have another match, are they? Well, wait a minute. They wanted competition. They're gonna get it, the Hardy Boys! They are here! Matt and Jeff Hardy! The Hardys have arrived to SummerSlam! The Hardy Boys have accepted the challenge! Wow! Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson wanted some competition. They've beaten everyone there is to beat on Raw. Well, they have not beaten these two. Raw's newest signings. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, both men signing contracts to Raw earlier today, and they are now officially a part of the roster, and they will now challenge Gallows and Anderson here tonight at SummerSlam. Looks as though we're going to have a match right now, an impromptu matchup. Gallows and Anderson wanted it. They wanted some competition, and they wanted it right now. Well, I tell you what, they're going to get it. Well, Matt and Jeff Hardy, no doubt about it, one of the greatest teams of all time. They're still one of the best teams in the world. They've had their issues as of late, becoming a little bit broken at times, but looks as though they've cleared things up. They know what they want, and they want Gallows and Anderson right now, but, well, hang on. Gallows and Anderson are walking away. They said, you know what, we don't want to take on the Hardys tonight. I think they're a little afraid, a little worried about the Hardy Boys, but nonetheless, Matt and Jeff, they can celebrate. They are officially back, and they are officially a part of Raw. It is the first of our two headline matches. It is for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles challenges Finn Balor in what is a WrestleMania main event rematch. We'll take you back to WrestleMania now. It was Finn Balor and AJ, and it was the main event, and we saw Finn Balor do this, the coup de grace, and retain the championship. And now it has been a resurgence for AJ Styles ever since. AJ has been trying to get his chance, his opportunities, and he did this by winning the King of the Ring. He had a final matchup with Sami Zayn at the King of the Ring pay-per-view, and he connected with the Styles Clash, as you can see right here, and that was enough to seal the deal and crown him as the King of the Ring, the first ever King of the Ring in Universe mode. He then announced at bragging rights that he would be challenging Finn Balor at SummerSlam. He got Goldberg to help him take out Balor, and then he finished him off himself with the Styles Clash. Well, here we are right now. Finn Balor. He's not 100% medically cleared, but he's in a fight. It is AJ and Balor, and it is for the WWE Championship. And the phenomenal one, the King of the Ring. A Royal Rumble winner, a WrestleMania main eventer, but one thing he has not done is win the WWE Championship. It's AJ Styles, and he approaches SummerSlam tonight. Everything to gain and everything to lose, because he can gain the championship that has eluded him, but he'd also lose once again to Finn Balor, and that could almost ruin him. Another loss here tonight to Finn Balor. The future of AJ Styles is unknown. He took the ultimate risk. He decided to leave Raw to go to SmackDown to challenge Finn Balor to get his ultimate revenge after what took place at WrestleMania. Now, AJ Styles, if he loses tonight, it will be the biggest mistake of his career. He could have stayed. He could have stayed on Raw and challenged Goldberg. But AJ took the risk and he left Raw and he headed over to SmackDown. Unknown territory, uncharted waters. And it is the home of the Demon. Finn Balor, the longest reigning WWE champion, the longest reigning champion in Universe Mode history. Last year at this very event, he won the championship by cashing in Money in the Bank on Dolph Ziggler. He is the only man to ever go coast to coast 1 year as a champion. SummerSlam last year, SummerSlam this year. Finn Balor has done it. Finn Balor has gone full circle. The night where his career truly began, it could be the night where his career takes a turn for the worst. But what we know is that he is the best man on SmackDown right now, if not in the entire WWE. He has been fantastic for the last year. But you have to wonder, what kind of condition is Finn Balor in tonight? He had a matchup in recent times on SmackDown. He looked good. But I tell you what, Finn Balor's got a lot more to prove just yet. Finn Balor, he needs to keep the performances going. He needs this win. He needs to come back. He's obviously recently been taken out by Goldberg and AJ at bragging rights, and he came back maybe a little bit too soon. We don't know. But he came back in a massive matchup against Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. He did nearly beat Bray. He looked good until AJ got himself involved again, attacking Finn Balor until Braun Strowman came out and saved the day before things got out of hand for Balor. Because if AJ had got his hands on Balor, maybe he doesn't even make it to SummerSlam tonight. Maybe he has to forfeit the championship. But the Demon is here. Finn Balor is here tonight, and he defends his championship one more time. Is this the last night of the championship reign that has lasted 1 year? Or will this be the continuation? Can Finn Balor keep it going? Can he somehow extend it to over 1 year? It would be unbelievable. But if anyone can do it, it could be and probably will be Finn Balor. The biggest prize on SmackDown on the line. The WWE Championship. Finn Balor, he won it over on Raw. He then brought it to SmackDown via the draft after WrestleMania, which is why this match never took place again. AJ never got a chance at redemption because Finn Balor left Raw and he went over to SmackDown. AJ never got his shot until now. A WrestleMania rematch. These two men had a great matchup at WrestleMania. They now get their chance to replicate it and do it all again. This time, AJ Styles arguably better than ever. Finn Balor, maybe not 100%, maybe struggling a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. He believes he's ready to go. I don't believe it. I think Finn Balor is hiding perhaps a serious injury. He's trying to really work through it here tonight because that's what he is. He's a fighting champion, and this match is underway as they will begin with Finn Balor. He has AJ, and oh, brainbuster to start. Well, I think AJ wanted just to lock up and have your standard start for this one, but Finn Balor not allowing it, and straight away has the upper hand in this matchup. Obviously, AJ Styles needs to redeem himself, and he's done that over on the Raw brand. Winning King of the Ring, arguably the hardest tournament that anyone can ever win. It's the toughest night anyone can go through. Sling blade there by Finn Balor, following up on the elbow drop. Jeez, he's looking good already. So any, I guess, criticisms about Finn Balor, about maybe not being 100%, we can forget about it. He's looking very good so far. And maybe AJ's just stunned a little bit here. And it's now Balor. Oh, double knees to the face. Well, AJ, he won King of the Ring. And he went through, Sami Zayn at the final there. He had beaten some of the absolute best on Raw to get there. And then he beat SmackDown's, well, the best on SmackDown in that tournament, and Sami Zayn. So AJ coming into this matchup red hot, so much momentum behind him. And he immediately came over to SmackDown. He had Roman Reigns straight in his face. He dealt with Reigns. And now AJ can deal with Finn Balor one-on-one right now. He's up in the second. He's starting to get himself into this matchup. And there you go. AJ Styles landing down on Finn Balor. You know, Finn Balor had the great start. Now AJ just starting to work his way into it. And this is the competitive nature of this matchup because both men are so equal. Very similar styles as well. Both have that fast pace, high impact, high intensity style. Can do every move you can think of. They can be technical. They can be high flying. And they are certainly very well matched in every single category. A classic match at WrestleMania. And I don't think Finn Balor ever expected to be champion still at SummerSlam, and let alone defending against AJ one more time. But here we are. Finn Balor off the top rope, springing off and connects. AJ arguably not getting the upper hand early on here. It's certainly been Finn Balor, and uh-oh, look out, takes down Finn. Had him up on the shoulders and spun him around, and now springboard in the moonsault, landing down on Balor. Well, this is what we spoke about a moment ago, the fast-paced, high-energy match. Most men would hit that move that AJ just did and just, you know, take a moment. But AJ went for the springboard straight away. This is the intensity that AJ's trying to bring to the table here. He realizes that he needs to bring it. Finn Balor is so difficult to match. He has that intensity, he has that pace, and AJ's trying to stay on par with Finn Balor. The double knees to the gut there on AJ. And the Demon just taunting away a little bit here. When the paint goes on, Finn Balor just lifts to another level. And that's why the Demon is so deadly as a Hurricane Rana. Finn Balor always brings it out for the big events, for the big title defenses. And he knows that it is a symbolism of his power, of that darker side that he has, that more intense side, and he knows that he means business when he dons the paint. Finn now, snapmare, and a drop kick into the back of AJ. Finn Balor now rolls over AJ. This could be it here. AJ has some pressure on, and he'll use a lot of the 2 count there to kick out. Not in too much of a hurry to kick out, to be fair. Finn Balor now heading up to the top of the rope. Finn now. Well, we saw AJ fly earlier on. Finn Balor's going to go now, but instead he wants AJ to get to his feet. Styles is up now, and Finn connects with the boots right to the chest. Well, that's what you want to see if you're a Finn Balor fan. Using the high risk and using it to its full effect. Finn Balor went for a suplex, and there's the technical ability of AJ, finding a counter and connected into a suplex of his own. Going for the cover now, trying to reverse the pressure back onto Finn. Won't get into 3, but it will at least put pressure back on Finn Balor, and they control this match, swinging back into the favor of AJ Styles. Shoulder block takedown there by Finn. Balor now just happy to watch. Happy to taunt, happy to wait for AJ to get to his feet, as now he takes down AJ with a reverse DDT. Excellent start by both men right now. And this is the start that we expected from 2 of the absolute best in the WWE. This is what we expected. Fast-paced, high-energy, high-impact performance so far, as now AJ has Balor up, and he's going to drop him down with the powerbomb. And AJ, look out, Pele kick! And Finn in the corner there. And that's not where you want to be. AJ wants him up, and uh-oh. Well, this is never good when he wants someone to get up there, and he's going to fly off the top. Look out, AJ! Oh, went for the phenomenal forearm, but Finn just dodged at the last second there. Finn just got out of the way, and now look out for a minute of 1916! Well, there you go. What a sequence of moves there. First it was AJ going for the phenomenal forearm. Finn just avoided it at the last moment. Then comes back with the 1916. And, oh, top of the eye there by AJ. Went for the Enziguri to follow it up. Missed out. Both men just have an answer for everything right now. Back and forth. Finding counters, finding reversals, finding ways to overcome situations and turn it back into their own favour. Another counter by AJ this time. It's so back and forth right now. The WWE Championship on the line. The King of the Ring winner versus the longest reigning champion. That's right, just champion in Universe Mode history. A man who has gone 1 year, one whole year, dominating everyone in his way. Is this the night though? Right now, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. SummerSlam last year, Finn Balor ruined the historic win of Dolph Ziggler. One of the most, fantastic moments I've ever seen in Universe Mode. Crushed and ruined because of Finn Balor. And obviously, the fans grew to disrespect Balor. Didn't like the way he went about things as the leader of the Balor Club. The Balor Club then turned into just the club when AJ Styles, overthrew Finn Balor and kicked him out of his own club. Gallows and Anderson turning on Finn Balor, and that sparked this whole situation between the two. AJ Styles proving that he wanted to prove that he was the rightful leader of the club, the better man between the two. But at the end of the day, Finn Balor would end up with that victory. It's taken this long to see a rematch between the two. 4 months separated because of being on the wrong side of the brands. Now they finally meet one more time. And AJ has not forgotten about that loss at WrestleMania. It's been eating him alive. He's been working the last 4 months to get back to this position. And he finally gets his chance. There's now AJ. Look out. There's another Pele. That rocked Finn Balor really well. The cover. He has to be close to the rope, surely. Oh, jeez, that was a close count. Well, Finn Balor had his head on the ropes. And then he slid off the rope. You'd have to think that he was underneath. The referee saying it was okay. Maybe that's why Finn Balor let that go to so late in the count. Maybe that was just, a move that really rocked him really well. He got him flush on the face. Finn was in some trouble. He's still in it though. And now AJ just picking up Finn Balor, slamming it right in front of him. And that's what you want to see from AJ. More of these moves, just working and grinding down Finn Balor. Looking to go off the top now. Are we going to see that forearm again? And no! Once again, Balor ducked underneath. This time AJ in a better position. Last time, he was not in the best position to hit it. This time, Finn Balor ducked underneath and survived and will kick out again. AJ just can't find that forearm, and I tell you what, if he keeps missing it, he's going to lose this championship match. You can't allow Finn Balor those opportunities. You can't allow those mistakes to creep in, because if you do, a loss will be coming your way. AJ now went for the elbow this time. Grabbed a hold of the leg of Balor with a counter and a single leg takedown, spitting Finn Balor off his feet. And remains in control. Has the upper hand right now on Balor with an elbow right to the skull of Finn. Wrenching the jaw of Finn Balor right now, slowing things down. Finn Balor just getting grinded out of this matchup. AJ's had the upper hand despite missing that forearm a couple times now. Finn Balor hasn't really been in a position to kind of get near that coup de grace or that kick into the corner. He's missed out. AJ takes Finn off his feet. Finn Balor now has him up, and look out, trouble here. Trouble, oh, a shot right to the face, the boot connecting. And now Balor, speaking of the coup de grace, he's heading up top. Is he thinking about it? Finn Balor, he definitely is. Finn Balor, oh, coup de grace, but AJ, he had it scouted. He's watched the tapes, he knows everything about Finn, and found the counter. And this is so close between the two right now. It's hard to predict where this is going to go. The crowd are pumped up. Both men are giving it their all. Finn has AJ and will just slam him down with that suplex again, throwing him over the top. And Finn Balor looking to work his way back into it. It's been mainly AJ. And here comes Finn. Here we go now. Takes down AJ Styles with that sling blade. He's trying to work his way back into it, and recover. He missed out on the coup de grace, and that could be dangerous. Now, this is more of the traditional method. He's going to try and slam AJ with the boots right to the chest, into the corner, drags him in position, but no cover, so no coup de grace, instead goes for the cover. Is that a mistake? A 2 count? I gotta say it is. That's the opportunity to hit the coup de grace. Normally Finn would do it. Did he second guess himself? Did he, doubt that maybe the coup de grace was gonna miss again? Instead, he tried to go for the glory, tried to win it right there, not the right call, and it could cost him as AJ with a counter. Well, that is a mistake if I've ever seen one. Finn had AJ right in position for the coup de grace, instead went for the cover, and that could cost him the championship. AJ again with a Pele, and that continues to be a go-to move for AJ because it's so effective. Finn Balor just gets so rocked, so hard for him to kick out. Here is the cover again, and another close near fall. AJ Styles is getting closer and closer. Finn Balor is hanging on. The Demon needs to come out and strike. If he is to win this thing, we need to start seeing something special from him. It's been AJ mainly. AJ's one big move away. You get the feeling from winning this matchup. He hasn't been able to hit that forearm yet. He hasn't went for the Styles Clash yet, but you get the feeling if he connects with it, it could be it. Are we seeing the effects of the assault that took place at Bragging Rights, the injuries that Finn Balor may have? Are we starting to see the effects here? AJ now on the second rope. He's just watching. Look at AJ just stalking his prey, and now! What about that from AJ? The cover! Is this it? Yo, no! Jeez, that was close. The referee said it was 2. He slapped 3, but said it was 2. AJ not letting it bother him, though. He's going straight back up. He's now going for it. Went for the Styles Clash. Maybe. Thought about it. He had him in position. Finn Balor, though, countering and saving this match for a little while longer. He needed it, and now here we go. This is it. He made a mistake earlier on. He's going to try and reprimand it. He has AJ right where he wants him, and this time he's going to go for it. Up top, looking for the coup de grace. Finn Balor to keep the championship. No! AJ again, countering. He rolled out of the way, surviving, shoulders down now. Hang on, AJ to steal it. AJ to do it here. Oh, again, near fall. Near fall, counter 2. Can't do it. And now, German suplex. Finn Balor hangs onto it. Shoulders down, pressure back on AJ. He'll kick out. And Finn, you can just see he's just struggling. Obviously, what happened at Bragging Rights is affecting him, but he's not giving it up. He's not going to let this championship go that easily. Here comes Finn, and there's the 1916. That is effective. AJ down. Finn not going for the cover, though, and again, is that a mistake this time? Tried to go for a follow-up. He's missed it. I'm not sure what the, is Finn Balor's mind in the right, headspace? Is he right there with it? I don't know. Because he's just making these mistakes that you normally wouldn't see from him. Is he second guessing himself? Obviously, this is such a huge opponent for him. Maybe he believes that he's got to do more and more and more to beat AJ. Maybe he doesn't need to. But at the moment, he's starting to believe that he does. Just needs that coup de grace, but he can't find it. He's gone to the 1916 instead, but didn't believe that it was going to be enough to win the match. Oh, now! Went for the cover there, but it's the rope break in force. AJ with the hand underneath the rope, and Finn Balor is just exhausted. He's given everything he's got. He's just exhausted right now. He's hanging on. AJ's one big move from sealing the deal. Finn Balor, we don't know. And AJ now realizing that Finn is just struggling, and now he's going to try and finish it. Finn Balor on his last legs, and now this Styles Clash. Finn Balor, he gave it everything he had, but AJ Styles wins the WWE Championship. It has caught up to Finn Balor. A whole year of fighting the best of the best. Then the assault at bragging rights. Finn Balor just had nothing left to give. And AJ Styles will finally win the championship that has been his biggest downfall. A Royal Rumble winner. He failed at WrestleMania, but this time he wins King of the Ring and he gets it done at SummerSlam. AJ beats Finn Balor. The championship reign of Balor is over. For the first time in a year, we have a new WWE champion. The longest reigning championship reign of all time is over. Finn Balor's reign is done. And the phenomenal reign of AJ Styles begins here tonight. He is your WWE champion. He was the better man tonight, let's be honest. But you have to wonder, what condition was Finn Balor in? Finn gave it his all, but just didn't have enough to get it done. Well, Finn Balor, you can see the disappointment on his face. He can't believe it. You can see he's hurting. You can see he's just physically exhausted. He gave everything he had. He's not happy with himself. He's frustrated that he lost tonight. But he can't be too disappointed. The greatest championship reign of all time, arguably. He had it. It's over now. But maybe the injuries, the pain has started to catch up on him. And Finn just can't do it any longer. What a reign by Balor. But what is the future of Finn Balor? Well, it is time for the main event of tonight's show. It is a 6-man Hell in a Cell match. Dean Ambrose on your way to the ring. Ziggler, Goldberg, Cena, Owens, and Rollins will join him very, very soon. All 6 locked inside the Hell in a Cell structure. And the Universal Championship will be on the line. Goldberg defends in the hardest match imaginable, really. Dolph Ziggler coming your way to the ring now. We saw him a little bit earlier on in the show, where he made a quick little appearance congratulating Nakamura on a job well done in the US Championship matchup. Now Ziggler has his chance. It was last year at SummerSlam, which happened to be the greatest night of Ziggler's career and the worst night in his career, winning the WWE Championship from Seth Rollins, but losing it just 5 minutes later to Finn Balor. This man, Kevin Owens, he knows all about SummerSlam. Last year, successful himself, defending a championship, the Universal Championship, at this very event. 2-time Universal Champion, one of the greatest Universal Champions in Universe Mode history, if not the greatest. One of the greatest world champions I've ever seen. One of the best superstars. One man has eluded him. It's been Goldberg. Owens has been trying his absolute heart out to beat Goldberg, but he just can't do it. And Owens has one more opportunity tonight. This time, he's joined by 4 others to do it inside Hell in a Cell. Goldberg has been terrorizing everybody on Raw. Owens has been one of them. Owens, perhaps one of the biggest losers out of this situation with Goldberg, losing his championship to Goldberg. This man, he knows plenty about Goldberg in recent times. He's been dealing with him all these last few months. Seth Rollins, he's here tonight. He promised that he is going to get his hands on Goldberg and he is going to do everything in his power to beat him. His mission tonight is to beat Goldberg and end him once and for all. We got some big news about Goldberg we'll share in a moment's time as well. But Seth Rollins had an opportunity at the championship not too long ago. Goldberg took the easy way out. He survived. Rollins couldn't believe it. Rollins was zoning in on a win over Goldberg. He has a pinfall on Goldberg. And Rollins believes he is going to be the one to do it. I think I have to agree. He has to be. If it's not Goldberg, it's got to be Rollins as probably the favorite. Rollins has been put on the sideline because of Goldberg. But so is this man, John Cena. He's had a couple matches one-on-one against Bill Goldberg, including a WrestleMania matchup. Cena knows all about him. And John Cena is here tonight to try and capture his 4th Universe Mode Championship. He is a 2-time Universal Champion here in Universe Mode, 1-time WWE Champion. Well, Cena has done it all, but he still wants that title. He has not held a World Championship since Season 2. It's been a while for Cena. He's been chasing the gold for a couple of years now. It's tonight the night that he reclaims the championship. And he finally helps end the reign of Goldberg. Well, here we go. The final man. It is the champion himself. Here he comes. The Universal Champion Goldberg. And we found out a few weeks ago that if Goldberg loses this match, he loses Hell in a Cell, that his contract will not be renewed. The new deal that has been put on the table for an extra bonus, more money coming Goldberg's way, will not be signed, and Goldberg will be gone. This could be the last night for Goldberg. He must win Hell in a Cell. Huge stakes on the line. Goldberg has run through the entire Raw locker room. He has made no friends, just enemies. But we spoke to Goldberg earlier today, and Goldberg told us that if things go wrong, and that he has a backup plan, that he has an insurance card. Now, I'm not sure what that means. Goldberg, there's not much he can really do inside Hell in a Cell. He's locked in with 5 other men. So Goldberg says he's got a plan if things go wrong. So whatever that means, we'll find out. But Goldberg, he believes that tonight he will reclaim that championship. He's going to defend it, and he will still be the champion at the end of the night. It is a tough task. Not a great percentage chance of Goldberg walking out as the champion, especially when you have 4 men in this match who all despise him and all want him gone. It is going to make things even tougher for Goldberg in this one as we get this match underway. Hell in a Cell. Goldberg defending against 5 of Raw's best. Ambrose, Cena, Ziggler, Rollins, and Owens, as Kevin Owens gets his first shot at Goldberg right here. Meanwhile, Cena and Ambrose to the outside of the ring. Rollins and Ziggler renewing their rivalry early on here. Well, Goldberg has been so dominant, as we said. He's put Cena on the shelf. He's put Rollins on the shelf. He's beaten Kevin Owens, taken his championship. He's tried to put Samoa Joe on the shelf. He's dealt with Dolph Ziggler as well, as Goldberg with a powerbomb to Kevin Owens, taking him down. Ambrose was taken into the steel ring post by Cena. It's a good start to this one as Seth Rollins takes Ziggler off his feet. And now Rollins trying to hit a springboard crossbody, maybe trying to connect on Goldberg. He missed out there, so Rollins promised that he was going to get his hands on Goldberg. Hasn't had a chance to do so just yet. It's been Kevin Owens with the first shot. You can't blame Kevin Owens for wanting his first opportunity at him, because Kevin Owens is the one who lost his championship because of Goldberg. Goldberg beat him fair and square, to be fair. Goldberg has just been dominant. Meanwhile, Seth and Cena in the middle of the ring here. Good opportunity here to see some matchups we haven't seen for a while. Seth and Cena, for example. Seth and Ziggler. Ambrose, and the newest member of Raw, as Kevin Owens takes down Dean Ambrose. Kevin Owens has dealt with Dean Ambrose himself in the past as well. As Goldberg gets met with a knee there by Ziggler, who has his chance at the champion right now. And Goldberg, he's going to be launched towards the corner by Dolph Ziggler. But Kevin Owens not going to allow him to get there, and Ziggler launched over the top and meets a little bit of the cell structure at the same time. So does Cena. And now Rollins turns his attention to Goldberg. Ambrose is there as well. Now Ambrose, he's the one who hasn't got an issue with Goldberg. Obviously just arriving to Monday Night Raw. He's the one guy who probably won't want to try and kill Goldberg in this match. So Goldberg might have to use that to his advantage and maybe form some kind of an alliance with Dean Ambrose if he can. Not sure if that'll be a smart idea for Ambrose. Goldberg with a neck breaker. Meanwhile, Rollins up top has Ambrose in a bad situation. Back suplex off the top, and now a DDT off the top of the rope there by Kevin Owens. The action, it is all over the place. It's going to be hard to call, but we're going to try our best here. Cena DDT, it's all happening right now. A bit of a break as 4 men are to the outside, recovering. Meanwhile, Seth and Cena in the middle of the ring. Here's the cover. Well, the referee, for whatever reason, is not in the ring. He's going to be counting imaginary upstairs, so we'll have to count along and pretend that he's there. But he's there in spirit. I don't think he was dumb enough to kind of step in the ring either. I can't blame him. This is going to be a brutal matchup. Ambrose into the steel ring post. Ziggler shrugged off by Dean. And now Dean, look out, swings out the legs and connects with a DDT. Well connected there. And now Owens will launch Rollins to the other side of the ring. Goldberg gets his hands on Cena, takes him to the outside. Kevin Owens, though, he's going to follow. He sees Goldberg out there and he wants his chance at Goldberg. Yep, he's going to block that and stop that from happening, protecting Cena for the time being. Very short-term alliance, though. It's all about winning the championship. At the end of the day, yes, they want to beat Goldberg, as now Rollins turns his attention back to Goldberg. No surprise there. Whilst they want to beat Goldberg, they want to win the championship at the end of the day. And Goldberg does not have to be pinned to lose it, as Rollins launching Goldberg's head into the post. Now, Ziggler off the top. Owens throws him down. This is a big opportunity for Kevin Owens. Obviously, recently losing to Dean Ambrose one-on-one. He lost to Goldberg. Owens has been on a bit of a slump. A chance to impress and win back the championship here. Does not have to pin Goldberg. He knows he can beat the other superstars in this match. He's done it before. And oh, a harsh landing for Kevin Owens on the outside. Rollins stands tall all alone. Cena back up. Now, knee to Kevin Owens, and Cena has Owens. He's just going to throw him towards the other side. But now gets met with an atomic drop by Rollins instead. Cena kind of threw Kevin Owens into Rollins, and oh, Goldberg this time strikes Rollins into the ring post, and Ambrose is there to help. Dolph Ziggler now has Cena slamming him down. And Goldberg throwing Owens back in. So Goldberg has not been targeted as a double team yet, but certainly the attention is certainly there on him. Is now Ambrose. He's up. Ziggler's just dealing elbow after elbow to Cena. Ambrose went for an elbow of his own. He can't do it. It certainly has been a locker room revolt on Goldberg. Everybody has said they want to take down Goldberg after what he has done. Goldberg even put his hands on the Raw General Manager, Christian, hitting the jackhammer on him. Christian has been recovering since, and Christian's been absolutely furious. This is why the stipulation of Goldberg, if he loses, he's going to be done, has been put into place because of Goldberg's erratic behavior. Goldberg could have his new contract thrown away. That new contract that Goldberg is looking to sign will have a bonus deal in place, but also will have a couple of special stipulations that Goldberg will be able to enforce whenever he desires. Goldberg with a cover. Rollins not going to let that happen. So Goldberg could have a few special options coming his way. Goldberg and Rollins in the middle of the ring now, one-on-one. This is the matchup we've been wanting to see. Goldberg lining up Rollins. This is not good for Seth. Goldberg thought about the jackhammer, not going to be able to do it though. And now look out. Double team there by Owens and Rollins. Taking down Goldberg with a double cutter. Excellent stuff there. Two men who hate Goldberg just as equally as each other, using that hatred and forming a bit of an alliance. Taking down Goldberg for the short term. But meanwhile, 5 men in the ring. Forgetting about Goldberg, it's about winning the championship. Ambrose went for the dirty deeds. Rollins with a counter. Now Seth looking to fire back here. Looking for a big move of his own. There's the knee strike. The knee strike, and that cuts Dean Ambrose open. Now Rollins, has he got a knee strike in store for Kevin Owens? Nope, he can't. Maybe thought about hitting that curb stomp, but instead not allowed. A half crab here by Owens. Submissions will count. It took a while to break it up. I think they realized Rollins is not going to tap. So they allow the pain to be Worked on the legs there of Seth Rollins, trying to take his legs out of this matchup. That'll be big if it can happen. Ambrose now up to the top. Kevin Owens with a package bomb. Now lining up Goldberg. Ambrose has got no one to go for. They're too far away. He tried. He missed. Goldberg countering the attempted pop-up powerbomb. Goldberg now with a knee bar. Trying to make Owens tap. And now Seth. Oh no. Goldberg has Seth. Goldberg's got Seth. Hang on a second. Wait on. Jackhammer. But Cena's right there. Surely he'll break it up. The count of 2, but Seth kicked out. It's hard to keep track of what the pinfalls are, but we'll try our best. We're going to listen in closely. A count of 2 on that situation by Goldberg. And Rollins got the shoulder. No one helped out Rollins. The sling blade there. Double team now on Ziggler. So Rollins nearly got beat by the jackhammer. There's the blood on Dean Ambrose's face. Streaming down. It's not good for Ambrose. Former champion in his own right. Seth Rollins, former champion. In fact, every single superstar in this match is a former world champion here in Universe Mode. Can you believe that? It is a star-studded affair. Some have held it a little bit longer than others, but the fact remains, they've all won the major prize. Ziggler now takes down Ambrose. Rollins is still up the top. Ziggler's going to ignore him. Instead, go for the cover. Gets the count of 1, count of 2, but a kick out. Now Ziggler. The elbow strikes. Connecting there on Ambrose. Rollins gets met though, but Goldberg, shoulders down. Count of 1, and a count of 2, but this time coming back. Rollins countering. And oh, a kick out again. Another 2 count. And again, we have to apologize for the referee not being in the ring. We can't quite keep track of the counts that easily. We'll try our best to keep you up to date with what's going on. But a 2 count on that occasion. Cena's up top. Missile drop kick. This is just crazy action right now. It's all over the place. It's so hard to keep up with because so much is happening. Everyone is just giving it their all. And no surprise when you have 6 of Raw's best locked inside the cell. 6 champions of the world. Some former, 1 current. Ambrose now has Cena against the ropes. Perhaps thought about that patented clothesline. What about these strikes from Ambrose? How quick were they? Wow. You see the blood on Ambrose's face. It's getting worse. It is getting uglier by the minute. No. Collision in the corner there. Ziggler back in. Rollins back out. Ambrose will follow. Suplex by Cena. Goldberg, to be fair, I'm not sure about the strategy. Oh, about to say hasn't been targeted too much, but he gets met with a DDT and he's been cut open. The count of 2, and Goldberg kicked out. Ziggler having a bit of faith in Goldberg that he was going to kick out. Ziggler planted down instead anyways. Rollins has Ambrose in the corner. This is never good. You never want to be in the corner here, especially in Hell in a Cell. As Cena gets taken down by Bill. Here's the cover here, shoulders down, but Goldberg will break it up. And to be fair, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. Enough, cover breakups. We haven't really seen enough of it, I think. Double underhook suplex there by Goldberg. And now, look out. There's a double team. It's Owens and Goldberg teaming up. And yeah, that's not going to last long. Takes out Seth Rollins. Now Goldberg turns his attention at Owens as a clothesline by the former 2-time Universal Champion Kevin Owens. And now Owens going to wrap up Goldberg, dropping him down with a knee into the back of his head. Now, the cover. There's 3 men all trying to get there in time, but it won't matter. Goldberg kicked out. And Cena now with a running bulldog. Everybody back in the ring. A strike to the guts of Owens. And now Cena trying to make Seth Rollins tap. Ambrose connect with a clothesline, bouncing off the ropes, connecting there on Ziggler. And Owens now cut open. Rollins surviving the submission, and Goldberg. A tough landing to the outside. Seth now has Cena up to the top. That's not good for John Cena. Can Seth connect here? Cena though countering. What's Cena got planned? Here comes a crossbody off the top. And Ziggler trying to grab a hold of somebody. Ambrose is still down. Goldberg coming after Cena again, but a big stinger splash in the corner there by Dolph Ziggler. Goldberg with a haymaker there to Kevin Owens. And now Goldberg trying to pick him up, but Ziggler's going to get himself involved. And now, oh, pop-up powerbomb! Where did that come from? The pop-up powerbomb, but Kevin Owens not going for the cut. He decided to cancel the pinfall attempt. I guess because Seth Rollins was coming, he tried to avoid getting, kicked in the face by Rollins. Maybe not a bad idea. But Goldberg laid out with a pop-up. Goldberg is in some trouble here. Can someone take advantage and pin the champ? Ambrose thought about the dirty deeds, but Rollins is going to get in the way. Seth Rollins wants to be the one to beat Goldberg. That is for sure. Not Dean Ambrose. Not exactly well liked around here either as Dean. Is now Dean! Dirty deeds! The dirty deeds into the cover. But Cena breaks it up. Finally some common sense. And now, Cena tried to wrap up Ambrose. Couldn't do it. Kevin Owens now. Look at the face of Ambrose. Blood all over his skull. And now some of it going on his arm. On his back. Blood everywhere. It is a disgusting affair for Dean Ambrose. Owens is cut. Goldberg's cut. And that's the brutality of Hell in a Cell. Ziggler. Zigzag! Zigzag by Ziggler. Ambrose. Look out. Dirty deeds! Dirty deeds by Ambrose! But Ambrose can't get to the cover because Goldberg right there. Rollins is down. Ziggler trying to battle as well. He's down. And oh, hang on. Rollins rolls towards the cover. The cover! But Ambrose broke it up. Excellent from Rollins. He had the wherewithal to roll over to Dolph Ziggler and just put one arm on him. Desperation. Ambrose taken out again. Seth Rollins with a blockbuster taking down Ziggler. It's now down to Cena and Rollins back in the ring. Heel kick there, connecting on the face of John Cena. Seth Rollins trying to fire up here. This is an opportunity right now. You hit your best move. You can win the championship right here. There's no one to break things up. Both men realize it. Seth Rollins, here it comes. Falcon Arrow. Seth Rollins, can he get to the cover? He's not going for it. More work to be done, he believes. Owens back in anyways. You see Dean struggling to get back to his feet and back in this match. No surprise with the blood everywhere all over him. Now Dean going to throw Rollins out of here. Owens wraps up Cena and the knee driven in the back of his head. Now Owens coming back after Goldberg. Every man is struggling here. Zigzag on Goldberg. Can someone get to a cover? Goldberg's down. Ziggler's trying to get rid of Owens from the situation. And I thought maybe he'd done enough there, but instead he doesn't. Ambrose could go for Goldberg, but he doesn't. Half crab here by Kevin Owens. Cena's going to end that one. But every man is struggling. One more big move in an opportune time could do it. That could be it. Pop-up powerbomb. Oh, Goldberg just saving the day. Ambrose clothesline to Rollins. It's chaos here. But Goldberg now taking advantage. Jackhammer. Jackhammer. 1, 2. Ambrose doesn't get there. He doesn't get there in time. Goldberg survives. Are you kidding? Ambrose too busy celebrating, trying to fire up, and he turned around and he didn't realize that the count was nearly at 3 and he is half a second too late. That is how close Hell in a Cell is. Goldberg, jackhammer, and he just barely survived. Look at this, 3 right there. Ambrose half a second too late. Well, you don't have to like it, but you have to accept it. Goldberg's still the champ. Survived tonight. Took advantage of the opportunity that he had. We said he needed to strike in an opportune time, and that was it. Everyone distracted or down. Goldberg took advantage, and he beats Owens again. Goldberg still is the champion. He still is the #1 man on the rock. Whoa. Wait a second. That's Samoa Joe's music. That's Mr. Money in the Bank's music. We just had Hell in a Cell. And I think Joe is thinking what any normal man would be thinking. It's time to cash in. Joe is cashing in. It's on. It's on. Joe's cashed in. This match is underway. We're going to get this. What the hell is this? What the hell? The NWO? It's Kevin Nash! What the hell's he doing here? The NWO's Kevin Nash! WCW legend Kevin Nash is in the building! Joe has just cashed in Money in the Bank! But the match has officially started, but they've been halted of the arrival of Kevin Nash. What the hell is he doing here? Nash is here in the building. And Kevin Nash approaching the ring. Joe watching on. And Kevin Nash. Hang on. Goldberg. Oh, big boot. Big boot to Joe. Oh, you don't think this is the backup that Goldberg said that he had? The insurance that Goldberg had the spear. Kevin Nash with the distraction to Samoa Joe. Joe thought this was the perfect time. Goldberg said he had backup. He said he had a plan in case things went wrong. And things were going wrong. And the jackhammer. Samoa Joe, though, straight back to his feet. Not even fazed by the jackhammer. Goldberg has to go for another one. He's going for another. And another jackhammer. We've got a referee in the ring now. The cover. And you can forget about it. Goldberg has retained the championship again. Goldberg retains the title thanks to Kevin Nash. That damn Kevin Nash comes out and helps Goldberg tonight. This was the backup that he had planned. Everybody is against Goldberg, but maybe Goldberg is calling upon some old friends to come and help out and keep the title reign alive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is SummerSlam. A controversial ending to SummerSlam. Joe has cashed in Money in the Bank and he's lost. But there was a distraction by Kevin Nash. Is it a legitimate match? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out in the next episode of Universe Mode coming your way soon. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the pay-per-view, if you enjoyed SummerSlam, please, in the comments down below, put the word party to celebrate the biggest party of the summer, the biggest event of the summer here at Universe Mode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's try and hit 500 likes, so leave a like right now. And of course, subscribe to see more episodes of Universe Mode coming your way very soon. Stay notified by clicking the bell. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.